go.
There! Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mr. Davey Squires.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Squires Station. I'm your host, Davey Squires. This episode is presented by Area 67 Studios in Cuyahoga Falls. I'm here with Dynamo Love.
Yo.
What's up, guys?
Not too much, man. Thanks for having us.
Thank you guys for coming.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it.
We'll go around the room and each of you tell everybody who you are and a fun fact about yourself. And...
Ian?
My name's Ian. I play bass for Dynamo Love, and other than that, I like to spin fire. That's about it.
It's pretty gnarly. I videotaped them a lot on my phone. Spinning fire.
Yeah, I think I saw one of your videos on Facebook one time.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, Ian can spin some gnarly waves.
Yes, man. My name is Jesse Rice. I play guitar and sing in Dynamo Love, and I am an Aries.
Ooh, oh, we're getting celestial.
Turn down
here.
the lights.
Whoa! Like, turn down the lights. Oh yeah, that's yeah.
That is cool.
Oh wow.
I like that changed. That's cool.
Oh yeah, that light is cool.
Yeah, my name's Matt, and I play drums, and I've probably only been with the band for about like 3-4 months now.
Yep.
So that's my fun fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I interviewed you guys like on my last show on Black Squirrel Radio.
Yep.
And I forget how long. I can't keep with the time. Like time is not a concept for me right now.
Right. That's cool though. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah, we had a different drummer back then who sang with us a little bit. And yeah, Matt has been the new addition lately, and it's been nice. Yeah.
Drum roll for Matt, everybody!
For the drummer.
So where'd the name come from?
Dynamo Love. I was sitting at work. I was actually at a job that we were all about to get laid off, so there was nothing to do all day. And I was sitting there talking to one of our old band members, Colin Shelf, and we were throwing band names back and forth. We used to be One Arm Bandit when Ian and I first started jamming with our first drummer, because we probably had like 12, 13 different people in the band over the 8-10 year period, something like that. But anyways, I'm an electrician. I've been doing it for a long time, and a dynamo is like an electric generator. So it's something that it converts mechanical energy into electrical energy. You like crank something, it spins it around, and that turns it into electrical energy. So sound is also mechanical energy. It like changes the air pressure, and when it goes into your ear, it creates an electric current. Mm-hmm. So I was at work, I was like, music sounds just like a dynamo when you combine it with the human brain. And I love music, so yeah. Dynamo Love.
You can kind of hear that in your guys' sound, because I saw somebody mentioned you guys as like a Rust Belt rock type genre band, and that kind of industrial like energy, electricity kind of goes into your guys' sound. Like,
yeah, I think definitely, especially with the new pedals I've been adding to the pedal board, dude. They make too many cool pedals now.
Yeah.
You know?
A lot of square waved sounds, like very just thick. Just like, it almost sounds, one of your pedals sounds like an organ.
It is. Like, yeah, the B9. I love that pedal. That thing is so cool. I've really just been stuck on one effect with it. But I just recently got, I played it on Tail of a Tail. It's the Electro Harmonix mono synth. And this thing, out of all 10 things that you get, all 10 settings it has, literally every one is awesome. It's so cool. I've never had a pedal like that, where every single setting is just as cool as the last one. So I highly recommend it to anyone. It's the mono synth. It was only like $110. Oh. That organ pedal was like $220. And it's pretty cool, but it's not as cool.
Electro Harmonix makes so many like cool things.
Yeah, Yeah, they do.
Like, just like out of the box things that you wouldn't want necessarily, but would be interesting to have.
Yeah, yeah. Some of them are tough to mess with. But yeah, there's so many cool. For the longest time, we never, because we were like pretty much a straight blues rock band, you know. So I was like, I don't need pedals, you know. I'm gonna be like a purist, you know. I'm gonna
Eventually join the dark side.
yeah, dude. And once it took over, it never stopped, you know. Just love them. I love pedals. They're too much fun.
Yeah. So what did you guys grow up listening to? Because you're very bluesy, like, but there's a lot of rock in there too. So I'm kind of interested what each of you grew up listening to.
I grew up listening to a lot of old blues. My dad always had on like Delta blues and Chicago blues, and that mixed with classic rock. And I would say my favorite is Frank Zappa, honestly.
Yeah.
But other than that, all of the music that we grew up with, all of the shades of rock that came out, but mostly just a lot of old slide blues.
Yeah. Let me see. My mom loved Motown. You know, we grew up like in and around Detroit, so Motown was always like a huge thing. But she also played like a lot of Ray Charles and Led Zeppelin and Willie Nelson, and I always loved that kind of music. You know, growing up. But I also loved rap a lot too. And it wasn't really that cool. You couldn't really be cool if you were really singing Motown and shit at home with your mom. You know, you go out in the streets. It's like, no, man, I like Tupac and No Limit Soldiers. But really, you're singing Marvin Gaye at home. And I love Marvin Gaye.
That's the good stuff.
That's the good stuff, man. Yeah. And since then, I mean, there, you know, I don't know. There's always the classics. Beatles and Zeppelin and everybody, but some of the newer bands I really love is the Blood Brothers. They're one of my all-time favorite songwriters. Shovels and Rope, and like I love Jack White, Black Keys, and Sturgill Simpson. You know, There's a lot of really awesome bands that came out early to mid 2000s and who are like still kicking ass, and then there's bands after like 2010 that are awesome too. Yes.
I think when I was a teenager, more so when I started playing drums, I loved like grunge. I think my biggest inspiration has always been Dave Grohl, especially in Nirvana. That's mainly all I really ever played when I was a teenager on drums was like Nirvana and like stuff like that. But I also like angsty stuff like Green Day and. But my taste has changed more so now. I definitely my favorite band is Pink Floyd by far now, which is completely different from Nirvana. But yeah, growing up, I definitely listened to like grunge and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, Pink Floyd's interesting. They kind of, you know, it depends on which decade you're talking. They
Right.
changed so much through the years.
Yeah, my mom gave me a Pipers at the Gates of Dawn. That was a good one. That was a good record.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So I know you two have been with the band for the longest. You guys kind of began it. Matt, were you in any bands prior to this?
Yeah, I've actually been in bands since I was probably like 15. The major band that I was in was a few years ago, and we actually moved from Cleveland to North Carolina, Charlotte, and they were a group called Gonzo.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they were definitely more like on the heavy rock side, but a lot of influence from like Rage Against the Machine and like Red Hot Chili Peppers, Almost Had a Baby type of thing.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Red Hot Machine.
Yep.
Raging Peppers. Chili Peppers. Raging Pepper Machine.
I like it.
Oh my god. Well, so I gotta ask you guys. So let me throw a hypothetical out here. You guys are just done with a show, and you're on your way home. You gotta stop for gas, right? What do you guys prefer, a gas station?
Yeah. I'd say so.
Like what gas station? Like
Which gas station?
yeah.
I think, okay, here's what it depends on right here. It depends on the closest one. It's got to be the closest one. And if you're in kind of a sketchy part of town, then maybe not the closest one.
East Akron.
Yeah.
East Akron, man. You know, let me tell you. East Akron's like, you know, it can be good or bad.
Yeah. Yeah. We've definitely played in some pretty sketchy areas. Had people try to sell us hash before, which was not hash.
We had a dude try to sell us jokes.
Is it just
Yeah, oh my god,
What?
Yeah, this dude was like, it was somewhere in Cleveland. I don't even remember where it was. It was a few years ago, but he came up to us and was like, he clearly kind of a homeless dude, you know?
selling
Or
jokes?
yeah, and he like started with this joke. He was like, let me tell you guys a joke. Let me tell you guys a joke. And he starts, and then like one of us finished the punchline, and he's like, oh, you know that one. He's like, okay, cool. Well, can you give me like $2 for that? And we're like, what? He's like, the joke.
Come
Like,
on.
we knew the joke, man. Tell us a joke we don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna charge. Like, come on. Let these be originals.
Yes.
Like, you
They
can't
were.
just do that. You can't just, you know, you gotta have consent first.
Yeah. And then this other time, this guy was like, I got hash, dude. Check it out. And like it started pulling out of his pocket like before we were even like really confirming, you know, whatever it was. And he pulls out what literally looks like lawnmower trimmings that were like pressed. You know, he like somehow he pressed them down. You know, he like patty caked them, but it looked like he pulled it out from under a John Deere. And then like I was like, I don't want all that, you know. He pulled out like a thing like this, and then he's like, oh well, let me. I'm gonna break it in half and get. I was like, dude, I don't want it, and he's like, I just broke it in half for you, and I was like, oh my god, dude, like
That's not your problem.
He was pretty intimidating. Part of me got scared for a minute, and I'm glad he walked away and didn't peer pressure me into buying his lawnmower hash.
So you guys have a particular venue you guys play at? Before pandemic, of course.
I don't know.
Whichever one will have us, really.
Yeah, we used to play at the Empire a lot. It was funny because we went from like playing at Musica a lot to playing at Empire a lot. We almost like were like semi house bands for those venues for a few years. We were like called by them pretty regularly, like, hey, we got this touring band coming through. Can you guys come and open? But I love both them venues, and the Empire is we haven't played at Musica in quite a few years, but the Empire is like one of the most band and like crowd friendly people you'll ever meet in your life. I love it. Eric, like shortly after he opened it, we started playing with him. I think I heard Charlie talking about it.
Yeah.
When he was on, yeah, JR, he'll come out and help you load equipment, and Norm and everybody. They're such cool dudes. I can't wait till all this ends when we can go back, because right before the pandemic, we were gonna open for Saving Abel at the Empire.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then pandemic hit, it got closed, and then after that we were really bummed, you know, because that was like clearly the biggest band we would have ever opened or have ever opened for. But after that we got offered Trapped. Okay, you know,
Yeah.
Headstrong, I'll take you on. I don't know if you've been following.
Quick.
I heard the
Dodged
lead
that
singer was into some shit.
Yeah, we dodged the bullet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forget who it
It's
was.
meant to
but
be.
Someone was like, yeah, you guys got offered Trapped, and we're like, oh, dude, I loved Headstrong. He used to skateboard to it. And then,
Like 2 days later, it came out that he was all sort of politically nutty, and it was like, maybe we should not, you know.
yeah,
He just started going on Twitter. Just.
that's what someone was like. Hey, have you guys seen his Twitter?
I think the band even said like, "Hey, dude, can you stop
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
this?" Like.
Yeah, he got trolled, and then he turned into a troll himself, and just like, I get, you know, whatever. I don't ever argue with people on the internet. I just basically avoid it at all costs on any social media, really.
Yeah.
But he went like above and beyond to be offensive. Like, he turned into a 15-year-old kid on Xbox Live, like, you know, just saying the like worst things you could possibly say to another person.
Yeah.
And we all, it was a pretty easy agreement. Like, it would have been cool before all this happened, but we're gonna have to pass.
So, what have you guys been doing during the pandemic? Have you guys been recording, or?
Been shaping up to do some recording here in the near future. You've been eyeing some studio options, yeah?
Yeah. We were. I don't want to say what place. He asked us not to say anything about it because this place wasn't open yet.
Mm-hmm.
But it's amazing. I don't even want to start talking about it because it's like, I don't know, man. It's when you walk into the studio, it's like every musician's dream. I know it's gonna be out of our budget.
To be announced.
Yeah. But we might be able to get away with doing like a single on it, but
Yeah.
pretty much during this time, with finding a new drummer, we just been trying to work with Matt and then get new songs down, like Bad Wire. I've been really excited. I wanted to like premiere it, tonight.
Yeah.
And sorry if I was yelling in the vocals too. I felt like after a minute.
You were yelling?
I felt like I might have been yelling a little bit louder than I should have. But
you weren't clipping or anything. So
Okay, cool. But yeah, new songs, new attitude, new drummer.
You guys can play, and I can open up the pit like on some songs, and then other songs it's kind of like more of a.
Waltz pit.
It's like more of like a melodic rock, and then other times it's like a jammy rock.
Yeah.
You guys are like a bunch of rock.
Yeah.
And a lot of roll.
A lot of roll. I like that. Yeah. I always loved bands that did like a bunch of different stuff, because I definitely feel like out of our generation, I mean, I would say people today mostly just use like playlists and like song random, that's what I do.
Mm-hmm.
But like I used to love making mixtapes as a very young kid, and then I loved making mix CDs as like an early teen, the good old Napster days and
If you had a
LimeWire.
CD burner, you were like the coolest kid.
Yeah.
MySpace.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
Blank CDs.
Yeah, dude. And I always loved girls mix CDs, because like I knew some girls that would have like Jimi Hendrix, and then it would be System of a Down, and then it'd be like Garth Brooks.
Yeah.
Dude. And I love that. I love that stuff. I hate it when an album's like 10 or 12 songs and you're like, it's,
Yeah.
the clone of the hit. There's like 2 or 3 clones of the hit, a ballad.
Can't believe this song has been on for the whole album.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just always liked different shit. And throughout the years, just because we've had so many different lead singers, people mostly singing lead. Like I've always sang, but so it kind of changed dynamics a lot. And then like I kind of miss things about being more country.
Yeah.
Or being a little bit rock and roll,
Yeah. You guys don't go like too far out of it, but you guys all are very eclectic, and like the different songs you have, each one has its own kind of subgenre within it.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks. I liked your COVID Christmas.
Oh yeah. Hey, COVID Christmas is out. So what's your guys' favorite cheese?
I usually go with American.
Probably provolone or pepper jack.
Even though it smells like a foot, I like Swiss.
Ooh.
Swiss is good.
It does smell like some feet, though.
Yeah.
It does.
Or
Yeah.
Like, Parmesan smells like sock. My dad used to call it sock cheese. Smells like socks. Dirty socks.
Sock cheese.
What's your favorite cheese?
Oh shit. Probably mozzarella.
Yeah.
No, maybe provolone.
I think mozzarella
Yeah.
and Kobe Jack melt the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That definitely melts the best.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't really go to Subway too much anymore.
No, their meat is from a different planet. I'm not sure.
Dude, they get it from China.
Oh,
Like-
jeez.
Genetically enhanced.
So it's recycled?
Yeah, recycled. In China, they're currently combining cows and chickens to make the
Whoa.
perfect patty. No.
The perfect.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's like that cartoon Cow and Chicken.
Yes, dude. I love that intro song on that show. Cow and chicken, yeah. Cow and chicken, yeah. Cow. Moo. Oh man, I miss cartoons.
I still watch cartoons sometimes.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Does it count though when they're more, almost seem like they're more for adults?
Adult cartoons are starting. They're not as funny to me anymore. I don't know.
Really?
They just
Have you
don't-
matured?
I think so.
Yeah.
Go back to like Looney Tunes, the classics.
I'll
Yeah.
smoke a fatty and watch a Bugs Bunny.
Oh, definitely. I love Tom and Jerry. I think that's like my
Yeah.
go-to.
Oh yeah, that's like,
Definitely literally laugh out loud at that shit sometimes.
Yeah.
oh yeah. So what are you guys looking forward to for next year? I mean,
Recording. Really, I really have been wanting to put these new songs out. There's a couple that like Ian and I have been tinkering with for a while. Like I only got a couple that maybe I haven't played with Ian, but we've really been screwing with him for a minute. And yeah, I want to record, and then I'm just hoping to God that things go back to some type of normal human life, you know. I do.
No more 50% concerts.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking forward
Or
to.
booze being sold at 10. You know,
Yeah.
because a lot of people clear out at 10, dude. When we played at Buzzbin, it was a great show. You know, it was awesome. It was with the Intangibles, and oh my gosh, why can't we just did the streaming with them? Eek.
Oh, Pistol Whip.
Pistol Whip. Yep.
Yeah.
Intangibles and Pistol Whip, and yeah, they stopped serving booze at 10.
did you guys play after that?
That's
I
like
think
when we were going on,
that
and
was
the
when
crowd
we were
just
on.
like kind of dissipated.
Yep.
Yeah. It's like, you know, why would you go to a bar? There's no booze.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We just got to start playing after parties at gas stations.
Ooh.
Yeah. Right.
Not in bad neighborhoods.
Just,
But not
just,
in bad neighborhoods.
just be out in the parking lot, like, and be like, what the fuck is this? Just
Yeah.
like, you gotta find a big like sheets or something.
Yeah, and give everyone their own parking square.
Yeah.
So it'll be socially distanced.
It's like a drive-in movie.
Yeah.
Could do like drive-in concerts. They like just stay in your car and like watch concerts.
They have been doing some of those.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the weather, you know, it's like getting cold and
Oh jeez,
it's like, you know, snow's gonna start flying, you know.
sucks.
Christmas time's coming up. Have you guys been good?
No.
Shit, man.
Is Santa Claus gonna wear a mask the whole time?
Yeah. He's go down that chimney like, where'd my mask at? Like, 6 feet away from the presents. Like,
Yeah.
how's that
He's
going?
going to
gonna
be
be
responsible for the third wave.
Yeah.
Everybody's house.
These reindeers are gonna bring it.
Dude, that's a super spreader event. Like, shit, like.
Oh my God, Santa, no.
No.
But actually, I heard he's immune from some report that came out.
Nice.
Well, he's magical.
We should use his
And
blood
a
as
saint.
cure.
Yeah, his blood.
Yeah,
Let's trap Santa and,
Santa blood.
and harvest
I thought he
his blood.
I thought he was Jesus. Like, was Santa
I think
Jesus?
he knows Jesus.
No, they're just buddies.
Are they? Yeah, dude.
They hang out.
I like to think they're in a band together. And it's
Oh,
like
definitely.
it's like EDM shit. You know?
I like it. Yeah, dude.
I think Santa would be a badass bass player. I can see
Yeah.
him playing the bass.
Santa would be a good bass player. I like it. I like this band.
This band sounds good.
Yes.
Santa.
And what was the guy from the Mormon? John Smith. He should be in there somewhere too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Book of Mormon.
He can
Yeah.
be the manager.
Book of Mormon. Yeah,
I
he's
just
the
see
man.
Jesus playing something weird like keys or like piano or something.
Yeah.
Not
No, sax, dude. I want him playing with
Oh.
sunglasses on and like very, very over the top with his strutting.
Yeah.
I want my
yeah.
Jesus to strut.
Yeah.
Shred some sax, yeah.
Jesus saxophone.
Heavenly.
Yeah.
Heavenly.
He be
I think
playing
he's
at all the
already got
festivals.
Kenny G. I think that's
Kenny
Jesus knows
G.
that. He still looks the same too.
Yeah, he could be.
He does not age.
He could be a vessel.
You
He's
should get
immortal.
Kenny G to like play a festival or something.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. He might be too big time though.
Play some like play a Coyote Grove Fest or something
That'd be
like.
cool.
That place is cool.
Yeah.
Have you've been there?
Yeah.
Obviously?
Did you guys play this year there? Or?
Yeah. What one did we do?
COVID Blues.
COVID Blues. That was the one. And then we did a second one, right? Because that was Matt's first time out with us. Was that your first show with us?
First show was at
Yeah.
Coyote Grove.
Yep. Yeah,
Very
that was cool.
Very cool spot.
Yeah. How was it this year? Were festivals like?
It didn't seem very different. People were.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. You know, they did the temperature at the gate, stuff like that. You know, they tried to keep it safe, but it was, you know, everybody was still having fun. Everybody was still having a good time. You know, so I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I feel like at those events, it's like, you're gonna have a good time, and so you gotta be safe, but it's like,
Yeah.
you gotta balance that out with.
At least you're outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's huge.
In the sunlight too, you know, except for at night.
Yeah.
When I first saw all the tents and stuff in the woods, I just thought it was like a big camp of gypsy people.
Yeah.
Yeah, so many hipsies and gypsies and
Gypsy.
hipsy gypsies.
Oh yeah. Those woods are magical. Like,
Yeah, they're fun
there's some unicorns in there and shit. Like,
for sure.
yeah.
And pandas,
Pandas.
land of pandas,
Land of pandas. Land of unicorns.
land of unicorns. I like it. But yeah, the Grove was cool. The Grove was cool this year. I think next weekend, Jason No Bones, who you know, always like throws shows and stuff at the festival, or he works up there a lot. He does a toy drive every year. It's called like the SID, Second Saturday in December toy drive, and we've played it. I don't. How many years do you think we've?
Twice at least. I
At
think,
least
right?
twice, and then we skipped like a year or something like that. Yeah, because I can't remember if we did it in a row. But anyways, next weekend, we're gonna be doing like a streaming thing. He couldn't host it at a venue or anything. It sucks too, because it was such a cool event. We'd go to this bar and it was like Christmas decked out, and everybody is in the Christmas spirit, like very much, you know. And there, I'm like 90% sure it's like a toys for a woman's shelter. Like, you get a bunch of toys for kids for a woman's shelter. So we're going to be streaming from Refried Audio, and then a few other bands are going to be streaming from other places. And they're going to have like donations set up and it's, you know, stuff like that. They're going to pass out the information. Hopefully try to, you know, at least get a bunch of toys, because I remember the one year they had a ton of toys.
Yeah.
They
That,
made
you know,
like a huge pyramid out of them.
yeah, they made a huge pyramid out of all these toys. It was so cool. I was like, these kids are going to be psyched.
Where's it usually at?
It was a little ways away when we played it the last time. This one's going to be about an hour away from us where we are.
Yeah, I felt like it was, I don't remember.
That's cool that you can do it though. Like,
Yeah.
he's still doing it over
Yeah,
live stream.
it was last minute, you know, but yeah, they still wanted to try to do something. So when they asked me, I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah. I hope they can do festivals next year. Like,
Yeah.
you know, they should. I mean, you know, the vaccine's on the horizon, and so I mean, next year should be fun.
And if you don't get it before you go, I'm sure somebody there's got an extra, you know.
Yeah.
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 Right.
Exactly. Before we continue here, I just want to say, Mike provided the water. We got
Thank you.
Dasani.
Thank you, Mike.
It was refreshing.
Stepping it up.
Step it up. Step it up.
Nestle's.
Ho, ha, ho, ho, ha, ho, ha, ho, ha.
I like how these come apart.
Are those magnetic?
No, there's like a
Oh.
twisting locking mechanism.
Ooh.
What's crazy is one of the ingredients in Dasani, and I've never seen it on any other water bottle, is salt.
Makes you thirsty.
Yeah, so it makes you keep wanting to drink
What?
the water.
That's how they get you.
And it's Coca-Cola. That's why.
It's Coca-Cola. It's got like 100 calories.
They're like,
It's like,
fine, we'll
how
do
did
water.
you put
Okay,
calories in
Coke,
water?
we'll do
Pairs
water.
well with Lay's. You know?
Salty ways.
I drink Jeff Bezos' sweat.
That's how you become a winner.
That's super salty.
That is super salty.
Costs a lot.
Lately, we have been filling up a milk carton with tap water, and then we put it in the fridge, so we always have cold water.
Nice.
Yep, I thought when my girlfriend started doing that, I was like, you're pretty smart.
Yeah.
Yep, no more ice cubes. Don't need them.
Holy shit.
Yeah, change your life, dude. Do it up.
So, no more ice cubes forever?
Yeah, I mean, if you really want it cold, you can do it, but it stays pretty cold.
Double cold.
Say it ain't so.
Yes. No, I won't. It is so.
So I was gonna ask you two if the sound of the band has changed over time. I know you mentioned different singers. Has that have you guys always been kind of blues centered, or?
For the most part, there was quite a decent stretch of time where there was a main female vocalist, Chelsea, and when the band was that way, it seemed to have it was very powerful, her vocal performance, but it was nice to add like the female vocal sound to a lot of songs would have like her and Jesse doing like a duetish sort of trading back and forth and things like that. So in that way, the vocal arrangement has changed a fair amount, but there's always sort of been on like the harder rock side, and then the random lighter stuff thrown in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to play a lot more. I'd play harmonica, too, and like more slide guitar then. So it was definitely like almost like a little bit. It was like definitely some bluesier stuff, but it could have been a little bit mainstream. Too, like, it was definitely a little bit more poppy. There's a spring going right into my butt.
Yeah. Right up in there.
Right up in there.
Do something special.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I feel like a puppet.
Whoa. Up the butt.
Yeah. But yeah, it's definitely changed, and I feel like we're throwing some weirder stuff in there too. Now we're definitely trying to get kind of strange.
Mm-hmm.
Just weird with a bunch of the songs.
Yeah. Matt, has blues always been kind of a thing you've drummed to, or?
Not really, actually. I think that, like, as much as I'll listen to bands that aren't not as much hard rock, but then when I play, those freaking grunge roots, those punk roots come back to me from a teenager, and I just play hard. Like I said, I mean, like Dave Grohl, biggest inspiration, Keith Moon, stuff like that, and they're freaking heavy hitters. So I've even been referred to as like DK on the drum set. Obviously not so much here, but like live and stuff, I definitely just get on the heavy side, heavier rock side. So can't help it.
It's like a hard blues.
Yeah.
I like it though. I think some of the songs need it, but you did Goodbye. You added the good, kind of chiller dynamic to that one, so that works out. At least you're not like, I'm trying to be over here like ba ba, and you're like
yeah, one trick pony.
I'm
A
like,
lot of times,
dude,
This porridge was just right.
drummers will like either drown out. They'll be almost too busy, or they'll drown out the rest of the band. I think the best drummers out there are the drummer that makes the band shine instead of just themselves.
Yeah.
I think some of the drummers are typically the ones that want to show off the most. But then again, guitar players can be the same way.
Yep, totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Well, you guys are also like kind of a jam. You guys can jam your songs out, like make them longer or make them more. You just take solos and stuff.
Yeah. Yep. Especially on the last EP, a couple of them got a little crazy with how long the solos got, but try to add some trippy effects in there to like not just be a guitar solo, but
Yeah. So what's some of the most favorite gigs you guys have played? Is there one that sticks out?
I this one day we played okay, I got two. Technically it's three because two of them You good? You shaking the banana out?
My
Your
foot fell asleep.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Ah!
Get it.
Ooh.
Still tingly.
Woo! Oh! There we go. All right.
Good. I'm happy you could work that out. We went up to Detroit and played at
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was cool. PJ's Lager House. the White Stripes had played there, and some friends of ours, they're a band from Detroit that we met up in Cleveland, and they would like, you know, when they would go on like tours and stuff around a few different states, they would like stop and crash at our house. Their name is Redstone Souls, awesome Detroit rock band. Check them out. But we went up there and played with them, and there was another good band, Avalon Black, I believe was their name. But it was just cool getting to play on that same stage, and like a lot of my family is from that area, and it was just cool because I had like family members who had never seen us play live before that got to come out.
Did you meet those bands when they came here, or did?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I met Redstone Souls at Peabody's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we were playing at Peabody's, and then we, you know, kept playing, trading shows and stuff like that, and they'd come crash to the house. They're fun. They're fun guys. Tall. All of them. I think.
Tall?
Yeah, I think the shortest guy in the band is like 6'1".
Ooh,
Yeah.
wow. It's like a basketball team.
Yeah, they would make a great basketball team. They would make a great basketball team.
Are there 5 of them?
4.
4, okay.
Yep.
You need to find like a tambourine or something.
Yeah.
Like 6-foot tambourine.
Yeah, I want a 7-foot tambourine player, so he
7
can
foot.
be the tallest guy in the band.
I wonder what the biggest tambourine ever made was. Like, you guys ever think that?
No, I've never thought that.
Not recently.
But at like some point, like, it floated across like the noggin, like.
I would hope.
I bet it's probably at least like a 4 or 5 person deal to hold that thing, whatever it is.
like how if you like drive out like to the Midwest, there's like the world's biggest ball of yarn.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. You got the world's biggest.
Paul
tambourine.
Bunyan's chair.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It'd be sweet. But
All of Nebraska.
yeah, it's just the giant of everything.
That's
Come
it.
to Nebraska. We have big stuff.
We got cornfields and big stuff.
The other favorite show that we had was we played at this festival called Willitown, and it was just cool because we drove out to this really awesome music festival. We played early that same day, had a gig in Kent, and this was like 2 hours away. I don't remember the town.
Where was that?
Was it West?
Yes.
I'm blanking.
Okay. Well, it was far, and it was west, and it was still in Ohio. But Willie Fest, this awesome band, Glow Stick Willie,
Yeah.
they're the ones that... Did I already say that already? Anyways, we went there and played early. They had this awesome big stage. We didn't play on it. We played on, like, the side stage. But it was a really cool event. I'm pretty sure one of Jack White's drummers, the dude that he used at his... crap, I can't remember what his name is. Daru. He was on there. He was on like Jack's like Blunderbuss tour. I think when he played at Bonnaroo, he was the one who played. But anyways, he was there, and
Okay.
we missed him, and me and Mallory, my girlfriend, were really bummed about that. But then we got in our cars and we were going to play in Kent at the Outpost Open for Tropidelic, and that was
Oh.
a sold out show. So those are fun because the crowds, you know, it's just a packed crowd.
When was
you know.
it? When was that? Wasn't 2018, was it?
Or what?
That was it was in September of this past year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
August, September.
Yeah, I'm 19.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm 19. But we freaking, you know, we were still like all sweaty and stuff from the show earlier, and like I don't even think you guys really got to change, did you?
Not really, no.
Yeah.
You got a warm up though.
Yeah, we did.
Get a good warm up.
But we had like plenty of time where we were gonna get back into Kent, and like we all, you know, we live all pretty close. You know, I live just on the other side of the border in Stowe, so we were like, oh, we're gonna get back, everything's gonna be cool. Huge traffic jam on the road. I'm pretty sure there was like a big truck on fire.
I don't
Damn.
remember.
I thought because you guys were you guys behind
Yeah,
us?
I don't think we hit it at the same point that you did.
Yeah. I think we hit it early, and then I thought you guys got caught in like the aftermath of it.
I know it wasn't a smooth drive.
Yeah, yep. But we made it, dude. We made it, and we were like kind of late. not late to playing. Like our set hadn't started for at least like an hour somewhere around there.
but like
yeah,
check in.
yeah. Which we told they were already cool. They knew that we were traveling from across the state, so they were kind of like, okay. But still, it was like we should have been there earlier.
Yeah, I mean traffic, It's
Yep.
Pandemic though, keeps the traffic down.
That's true.
If that's anything good to come from this,
Yeah.
CO2.
Right. Right. That's what I was saying. I was like, the Earth needed a break.
Yeah.
It needed to take 5. I remember when it first happened, I would hear like comedians in California, like people were taking pictures of the skies in California, and they're like, "Look, no smog."
Wow. No smog.
The sky is blue.
Why? No.
I thought it was green and gray, and poisonous.
I like smog for breakfast. All right, so I got one more question for you guys. If you have any, what tips would you give to any younger musicians or musicians just starting out?
You better do it because you love it, because the money ain't there.
It's pretty solid. That's pretty solid advice. I don't know, Ian. That's a good one. I would say, just practice playing, so that if expressing yourself really is important to you and you really want to do this through song and you really want to do it through lyrics, then if you practice and you get down those muscle memories and that just the basic fundamentals of whatever you want to do, of your song, of your lyric, then you don't feel as nervous about it. You don't feel as not confident, as like you don't belong or you're a phony. Somebody's gonna pull back the cape, and they're gonna be like, I don't belong here. And I just felt like that. I don't know. The repetition of doing stuff like that has definitely helped me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The smoke kind of clears itself.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, that muscle memory.
Yeah, it's important.
Yeah.
It is important. That's what I just wanted to play Badwire so bad. Like we had been practicing it, and I kind of had the muscle memory down, but not really.
How long has it been for that one?
I've been working on it and changing it for a lot. Like the last couple of weeks, I think we've been slowly changing little parts. But I think we've been working on it for maybe a month. Mm-hmm. Right about there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt, you got any tips?
I guess I don't know. Not really. I guess no, not really. I don't.
No tips.
Mm-mm.
Man.
Hey.
You need to write a book and call it No Tips.
No tips. The tale of the saddest waiter.
Just give anti-tips. So where can they find you guys?
We're pretty much on most, we're on Facebook and YouTube, and we have music on Amazon and Spotify, and it's pretty much, I think we're on most streaming services. You should be able to find us.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that if you search Dynamo Love on YouTube, that there is some type of European disco party that comes up as Dynamo Love Party 1. Super fun time. It doesn't say that at the end. But that's the only other Dynamo Love.
Surprisingly though, it does show up first. It is the main thing.
Them?
You search it out. No.
Us?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
So if you type in Dynamo Love on YouTube, it should be.
We finally surpassed their popularity, maybe.
Yes.
Wow. Super fun time.
Super fun time. You're
Just
a disco party.
It's just a disco? Wow. You guys should just make a disco song.
We should do a mashup with them. You know?
Disco rock.
A disco-themed plea for them to take it down.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
Please call
Disco
it
blues.
something else, please.
Well, hey, you can find me on Instagram at Davey_Squires and on Facebook, Davey Squires Music. I also have a Patreon where for only $5 a month, you can donate for the bloopers and extra episode content. There's some deleted shit on here that you don't get to see, people. So that's patreon.com/Davey Squires. You can also go to dsquires.com for the past episodes. Thank you guys so much for coming in
Yes.
today.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
This place is awesome.
You guys
Yes.
always rock. Like,
You're too much.
open up the
Sometimes we
pit.
roll.
Open up the pit, bro. And
Yeah.
thanks to the studio too, 67. This one's awesome.
Oh,
I really like this place.
Thank you, Mike, for the water.
You're welcome.
And for the hospitality.
Hospitality, Mike. A+. A+.